Hello everyone, welcome to Premier Math. Today we are going to discuss some important math problems on percentage based on previous year questions. We will be solving these questions using speed matrix. So let's start our session. Our first question is, Mr. Amar spends 50% of his monthly income on household items, and out of the remaining, he spends 25% on traveling, 30% on entertainment, 15% on shopping, and remaining amount of rupees 900 is saved. What is Mr. Amar's monthly income? Here, Amar spent 50% on household items, and on the remaining 50%, he spends 25% on traveling, 30% on entertainment, 15% on shopping, and 900 rupees out of this 50% he saved. If you look at this in terms of percentage, 100% is the monthly income, and out of 100%, 50% he already spends for household items, and for the remaining 50%, 70% he spends for other expenditure, that is traveling plus entertain plus shopping. 25 plus 30 plus 15 is 70%. So 70% he spends for other expenditure, and the remaining 30% is the savings here. That means 30% of 50% is 900 here. 900 rupees out of 50% he saved. So 30% of 50%. So 30% of 50% is the savings here, that is 900 rupees. 50% of 30% is 900, that is 50% of 30% is the savings here. So it can be written as 50% as half, then half of 30 is 15%. So 15% is 900, means 100% is 900 divided by 15 into 100, which is equal to 15 goes 6 times in 90. So 6,000 is the monthly income here. If 15% is 900, then 100% is the total income. 100% is 6,000 rupees. So income is 6,000 rupees. Option A is your answer. In a test consisting of 80 questions carrying 1 mark each, Ankita answers 65% of the first 40 questions correctly. What percentage of other 40 questions does she need to answer correctly to score 80% on the entire test? Here total questions is 80 and she need to score 80% on entire score. That means she need to correct 80% of 80 questions, which is equal to 64, because 80 by 100 into 80 is equal to 64. Now, she already answered 65% of the first 40 questions correctly. That means she corrected 65% of the first 40 questions. Here 100% of 40 is 40 and 10% is 4. Then 60% is 6 into 4, 24 and 5% is 2. So, 65% of 40 is 26. Or you can do 65 by 100 into 40. So which is equal to 26. Now we have to find what percentage of other 40 questions does she need to answer correctly to score 80%. So to score 80%, she need to correct 64 questions. She already corrected 26 questions. So the remaining question she need to correct is 64 minus 26, which is equal to 38. So 38 out of 40 questions she need to correct in order to get 80% on the entire test, which is equal to 4 9s are 36, 4 5s are 20. So option C is your answer. 95% is the right answer here, because she need to correct 38 out of 40 questions in order to get 80% on entire test. In a class of 60 students and 5 teachers, each student got sweets that are 20% of total number of students and each teacher got sweets that are 30% of total number of students. How many sweets were there? There are 60 students and 5 teachers. Now, each student got 20% of total number of students. Total number of students is 60. So, which is equal to, here 10% of 60 is equal to 6. Then 20% is equal to 12. That means one student got 12 sweets. Then 60 students got 60 into 12, which is equal to 720. And each teacher got 30% of total number of students is 60. Here 10% of 60 is 6. Then 30% is 3 into 6, 18. So each teacher got 18 sweets. Then 5 teacher got 5 into 18, which is equal to 90. So total number of sweets is equal to 810. 720 plus 90. So option C is your answer. In a college election fought between two candidates, one candidate got 55% of the total valid votes. 15% of the votes were invalid. If the total votes were 15,200, what is the number of valid votes the other candidate got? Here, one candidate got 55% of the valid vote. Then other candidate must got 45% of the valid vote. Here valid votes are 100 minus 15 because 15% of the votes were invalid. That means valid votes are 100 minus 15, that is 85%. So 85% of total votes are 15,200. That means valid votes are 85% of 15,200. Here percentage and 20 cancel. That means 85 into 152 is the total number of valid votes. And here one candidate got 55% of the total valid votes. Then we must find what is the number of valid votes the other candidate got. That is, other candidate got 45% of total valid votes. Here total valid votes 85 into 152, which is equal to 5 20s are 100, 5 17s are 85. Now 4 into 5 20, 4 into 38 152. Now 5 9s are 45. Now 9 into 70, 9 7s are 63. 9 into 1 plus 6 is 15. Into remaining is 38. Now 3 into 3 9s, 3 into 5 15, 3 into 1 plus 1 4, 0 plus 8 into 3 24, 2 carry over, 8 into 5 40 plus 2 42, 4 carry over, 8 into 1 8 plus 4 12. So which is equal to 4, 9 plus 2 11, 5 plus 2 plus 1 8, 4 plus 1 5. So 5814. Option D is your answer. Actually 38 30 plus 8 and 30 into 153 is 4590 and 8 into 153 is 1224. So do that way. On a test consisting of 250 questions, John answered 40% of the first 125 questions correctly. What percentage of other 125 questions does he need to answer correctly for his grade on the entire exam to be 60%? Here, he need to get 60% on the entire test. That means 60% of 250 questions he need to correct to get 60% on entire test. Here, 10% of 250 is 25. That means 60% is 6 into 25, which is equal to 150. So, he need to correct 150 questions out of 250 to get 60% on the entire test. And he already corrected 40% of first 125 questions. So corrected questions are 40% of first 125 questions, which is equal to here 10% of 125 is equal to 12.5. Then 40% is 4 into 12.5, which is equal to 50. That means he already corrected 50 questions out of 125 questions. Then remaining questions he need to correct is 150 minus 50, which is equal to 100. So 100 more questions out of 125 questions, remaining 125 questions he need to correct to get 60% on entire test. That means John need 100 out of remaining 125 questions to get 60% mark on entire test. So which percentage is equal to 25 into 5, 125, 25 into 4, 100, 5 into 20, 100. So 80% questions he need to correct on the remaining part to get 60%. So option B is your answer. A shopkeeper announces successive discounts of 10% and 20%. Find the equivalent percentage discount. Here, net discount formula is A plus B minus AB by 100. That means if you take A and B as 10% and 20%, then this will be 10 plus 20 minus 10 into 20 divided by 100, which is equal to 30 minus 2, 28%. So option B is your answer. In a college, 40% of the students were allotted Group A, 75% of the remaining were given Group B, and remaining 12 students were given Group C. Then the number of students who applied for the Group C, that means students who applied for all groups. Here, in a college, 40% of the total seats were given to Group A students. Then, out of the remaining 60%, remaining is 60%, and out of the 60%, 75% were given Group B. That means the remaining is 100 minus 75, 25% out of the 60% given Group C. And this 25% out of 60 is 12 number. That is, Group C taken students are 12 in number. So that means 25% of 60% is 12. Then here you can see 25% of 60 by 100 is 12. Now 12 goes 5 times. 5 goes 20 times in 100. That means 25% here is 20. Then 100% is 25 into 4 is 100. Then 20 into 4 is 80. So option A is your answer. That is, total number of students are 100%, which is equal to 80. Because 25% of students is 20. That means 100% of students is 80. That is, total number of students are 80. Two students appeared at an examination. One of them secured 9 marks more than the other, and his marks was 56% of the sum of their marks. The marks obtained by them are, here there are 2 students. And if first student scored X mark, then the second student scored 9 marks more than the first student. That is X plus 9. And the second students also scored 56% of the sum of both the students' mark. Sum of both the students' mark is X plus 9. That is 2X plus 9. So 56% of the sum of both the students' mark is second student mark. That is X plus 9. Then if you cancel with 4, 425 are 100, 414 are 56. Now 14 into 2x is 28x and 25 into x is 25x. So 28x minus 25x is 3x, which is equal to 25 into 9 minus 14 into 9. So 9 into 25 minus 14. Here 3 cancel. Now 3 3s are 9. Now x is equal to 3 into 25 is equal to 75 and 3 into 14 is equal to 42, which is equal to 5 minus 2 3, 7 minus 4 3. So x is equal to 33. That means first student mark is 33 and second student mark is 33 plus 9, 42. So option C is your answer. In a competitive examination in state A, 6% candidate got selected from total appeared candidates. State B had an equal number of candidates appeared and 7% candidate got selected with 80 more candidates got selected than A. What was the number of candidates appeared from each state? Here, you don't need to do any calculation because from the question itself, you can see that 1% is 80. Then 100% is 80 into 100, 8000. So option D is your answer. That is, here total appeared candidates are same for state A and state B and selected candidates are 6% and 7%. But state B has 80 more candidates selected than A. That means 1% is 80 and 100% is 8000. That is, state A has 6% of total candidates. Let us consider X as the total number of candidates. Then state A has 6% of total number of candidates got selected. And state B has 7% of total number of candidates got selected. That is, state A has 6% of X and state B has 7% of X got selected. Now, here, state B had 80 more candidates got selected than A. That means difference between these two states selected candidates are 80. That is 7 minus 6. 1% is 80. Then 100% is 80 into 100, 8000. So option D is your answer. The price of a car is 3,25,000. It was insured to 85% of its price. The car was damaged completely in an accident and the insurance company paid 90% of the insurance. What was the difference between price of the car and the amount received? So we need to find out the difference between price of the car and amount received. Here, price of the car is 3,25,000 and amount received is 90% of the insurance. 90% of insurance received is 85% of its price. 85% of its price is 3,25,000. That is, amount received is 90% of 85% of price. Now, if you take the difference, 0, 0 cancel. Now, 0, 0 cancel, 0 cancel. Now, if I take 325 outside, this will become 325 into 1000 minus 9 into 85, which is equal to 325 into, here 9 into 85 can be written as 10 into 85 minus 85. That is 850 minus 85 is equal to 765. So 1000 minus 765 is 1000 minus 700, 300, 300 minus 65, 235. So this is the answer. Here it can be written as 325 into 200 plus 30 plus 5. That is 325 into 200. 325 into 2 is 650 0, 0 plus 325 into 3 is 3 5s are 15, 3 2s are 6 plus 1 7, 3 3s are 9, remaining 0 plus 325 into 5, 5 5s 25, 5 into 2 10 plus 2 12, 5 into 3 plus 1 16. So this is your answer. If you add together 5, 2 plus 5 7, 6 plus 7 13, 1 plus 9 plus 5 plus 1 6, again 6 plus 1 7. So option A is your answer. 76,375 is your answer. So difference between price of the car and amount received is 76,375. Gauri went to the stationers and bought things worth rupees 25, out of which 30 paise went on sales tax on taxable purchases. If the tax rate was 6%, then what was the cost of tax-free items? Here, 30 paise is for sales tax and tax rate is 6%. Then 30 paise is equal to 6%. Means cost of taxable item is 100% of this. If 6% is 30 paise, 100% is the cost of taxable purchases. 6 goes 5 times in 30. So 1% is 5 paise, 100% is 500 paise, which is equal to 5 rupees. So cost of taxable item is 100%, which is equal to 5 rupees. Gauri totally purchased for 25 rupees, out of which 5 rupees is for taxable purchases and 30 paise went on sales tax. So remaining is the cost of tax-free items. So cost of tax-free items is equal to total purchase 25 minus 5 rupees is for cost of taxable purchase, 30 paise for sales tax. 30 paise means 0.3 rupees. Total is 19.7 rupees. So option C is your answer. 65% of a number is more than its 25% by 120. What is 20% of that number? Let us consider this number as x. Here the meaning of this first sentence is difference between 65% and 25% of a number is 120. Here 65% of a number, let us consider it as x, which is equal to more than its 25% by 120, which is 120 more than its 25%. That is 65% of a number is 120 more than its 25%. Here difference between 65% and 25% is 40%. So 40% of x is 120, means 40 goes 3 times in 120. So 1% of x is 3. Then 20% of x will be 20 into 3, 60. Because 1% is 3 means 20% is 20 into 3, 60. Here the number is 1% is 3 means 100% of x is x, which is equal to 3 into 100, 300. So the number is 300 and 20% of the number is 60. So option D is your answer. A's salary is 30% higher than B's salary. The percentage that B's salary is less than A's salary is. Here, A has more salary than B. Let's consider salary of B as 100 rupees. Then salary of A must be 100 plus 30, 130 rupees, because A salary is 30% higher than B salary. Now, the percentage that B salary is less than A salary means we need to find out how much percentage B salary is less than A salary. Here difference between A's and B salary is 130 minus 100, that is 30 rupees. So required percentage is B salary is 30 rupees. 30 rupees less than A salary. So if you convert in terms of percentage, which will be equal to 30 by 130 into 100. Here 0 0 cancel. 13 goes 2 times in 30 and remaining is 4. So 13 goes 3 times in 40. Remaining is 1 by 13. So option C is your answer. If the price of sugar is increased by 25%, by how much percent must a householder reduce his consumption of sugar so as not to increase his expenditure on sugar? Let us consider initial expenditure of sugar as 100 rupees. Now the price is increased by 25% means new expenditure is 100 plus 25, 125 rupees. Now the difference in expenditure is 25 rupees. Here price has increased, but this householder do not want to increase his expenditure on sugar. He want to keep it as 100 rupees. Initially he spent 100 rupees for sugar. Finally the current price is 125, but he don't want to spend 125 rupees. He only want to spend 100 rupees. So he need to reduce his consumption in order to keep the expenditure as 100 rupees. Then percentage reduction in consumption is, here 25 rupees has to be cut from this 125 rupees in order to keep the initial expenditure. That is 25 rupees has to be cut from this 125 rupees. Then percentage reduction in consumption is, if you convert it in terms of percentage, multiply it with 100. That is 25 by 125 into 100, which is equal to, here 25 goes 5 times in 125. 5 goes 20 times in 100. Then 20% is the percentage reduction in consumption. So this householder needs to reduce 20% consumption on sugar. Option D is your answer. If you have doubt, use this formula. That is, use P by 100 plus P into 100. In a 2-digit positive number, the digits in the unit place is equal to the square of the digits in tens place. And the difference between the number obtained by interchanging the digits and the number is 54. What is 10% of original number? So we have to find out 10% of original number. If you look at the options, if 10% is 15.6 means 100% is 156. But we are looking for a 2-digit positive number. This is 3-digit number. So option A is wrong. Same way option C is also wrong, because if 10% is 37.2, 100% is 372, a 3-digit number. So this is also wrong. Remaining is option B and D. If you look at the option B, if 10% is 3.9, that means 100% is 39. And if you interchange 39, it will be 93. And if you take the difference between 93 and the original number 39, it will be 54, which is in the question. So option B is your answer. Same way, if you verify the option D, that is, if 10% is 2.4, that means 100% is 24. And if you interchange the number 24, it will be 42. And if you take the difference between 42 and original number 24, which will not be equal to 54, it is just 18. So option D is also wrong. So this way, just by looking at the options, you can solve this answer. If you want to do it in another way, you can also solve this question using number system. That is, digits in the unit place is equal to square of the digits in tens place. That means if I take tens place digit as x, 10x, then unit digit will be square of this tens place, that is x square. Tens place means 10 into x. So if I take tens place digit as x, then unit place digit will be x square. Now if you interchange the numbers, that means x and x square interchanging. So interchanging number will be 10x square plus x. And if you take the difference between interchanging numbers and original number, this will be equal to 54. So if you solve this formula, you will get the value of x. Then you can find the answer. In a 2-digit positive number, the digits in unit place is equal to the square of the digits in tens place. And difference between the number obtained by interchanging its digits and original number is 54. What is 60% of the original number? If you look at the option, if 60% is 23.4, 10% is 23.4 divided by 6, which is equal to 3.9. Then 100% is 39. And if you interchange the digits of 39, which is equal to 93. And if you take the difference between 93 and original number 39, which is equal to 54, and it is mentioned in the question. So option A is your answer. Same way, if you look at the other option, 29.8, 25.9, 28.5. The unit digits are 8, 9, 5. So which is not divisible by 6. So option B, C, D are wrong. Because here 60% is 29.8 means 10% is 29.8 divided by 6, which is equal to 4.96. And if you take 100%, which will be equal to 49.6. But question clearly says that 2-digit number. But all these three give you decimal point. So option B, C, D are wrong because all are not divisible by 6. It will give you decimal point. Here you can also solve this question in different method as well. That is using number system. Here unit place is equal to the square of the digit in tens place. Let us consider tens place digit as x. Then number is equal to 10x plus. Now unit place digit is square of tens place digit means x square. This is the original number. And if you interchange the digit of this number, that means interchanging x and x square. So interchanged number is equal to 10x square plus x. Now if you take the difference between these two, that is equal to 54. That is 10x square plus x minus number is 10x plus x square, which is equal to 54. 10x square minus x square is 9x square. X minus 10x is minus 9x. So I will take 9 outside. That will be equal to 9x square minus x is equal to 54. Now 9 goes 6 times in 54. That is x square minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Means x plus 2 into x minus 3 equal to 0. That is x can be minus 2 or 3. But minus 2 is not possible. So x is equal to 3. So the number will be equal to, here number is 10x plus x square is equal to, if x is equal to 3 means 10 into x is equal to 30 and x square is 9. So 39. So if x number is 39, then your answer is 60% of 39, which is equal to 23.4. So option A is your answer.